Peace. It's me, Kimbria, aka Moabitiss, and I'm here with another message. And this message, I'm quite sure so many people that know me can identify with what I'm about to say. But I just want to let you all know that I am not your queen. I am your Moabitiss, matriarch, empress, goddess. I'm not your queen, though. And what I notice is that a lot of people seem to not understand why I don't want to have the title queen. And so I figured I'd do a video just to break down some of my point of views. That way you can have a better understanding when I correct you. You can know that I'm coming to you in love, and you can just get a knowing and start being what we know. But anywho, I would like to go into the word queen real quick. Like, do we understand truly what that word is, what that word means, the etymology of that word? King and queen are not describing the melanated people. King and queen, actually, it goes no higher than the animal kingdom. You know, it's the hierarchy dealing with the highest ruler of the animal kingdom. And then with the queen, you know, that means harlot or prostitute. Even when you go into modern definitions of queen, and they give you the duty of a queen. First of all, yeah, they might say the highest female entity in a kingdom. Well, first of all, we had empires and dominions. That's just number one. We had empires and dominions. And second of all, when you had the queen, and when we talking about the queen, we're talking about, number one, this is what was going on. You had a king. And what the king would do is he would choose the most beautiful woman in that nation or society. So whoever the fairest woman, they call them, was, she would qualify to be the queen. Now, why did he need the most beautiful woman to be his queen or his other half? The reason was that when that nation was in war, what would happen is her duty was to go to the opposing side and to sleep with whomever she needed to sleep with to acquire all of the information that she needed to make sure that her nation would win the war. Now, that was a title. I am a Moabitiss. So what does that mean when I say that I am a Moabitiss? Or what does a man mean when he say that he's a Moabite? Or what does it mean when we say that we are Moorish Americans? You know, because the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites and born in America. Well, Moabites, that is very important, especially if you consider yourself to be a Christian. If you consider yourself to be a Christian, then you have to know that in the Bible there is a book called Ruth, or a chapter called Ruth. Right in the very beginning sentences, it tells you right off bat that Ruth was a Moabitess. Now, what is so important about us knowing, and why did they have to put that there right off back, that Ruth was a Moabitess? Well, the reason why they had to let that be known is because we later learned that Ruth was the great-great-great-great-great-grandmother of our brother Yahshua, or who once called Jesus. So, how can you not be a Moabite or a Moabitiss when in fact our brother, man, and friend Jesus comes from that exact line in genealogy? So no, I do not want the title of queen. Why? Because I am so much more than a queen. My duty is so much more than go sleep with the opposing team and win the war. You know, my station in life is so much more than that of a queen. Moabitiss is my birthright. I would much rather be considered my birthright than a title that takes away from my true state. So no, I'm not coming at you all mean when I'm correcting you. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to be uppity. I'm not trying to be any of those things. One thing that we have to understand though as a people is that there is a contract in everything that we do, whether it be a physical contract or a verbal contract or a spiritual contract. There is a contract to everything that you do. So when you call me queen verbally, and I hear it verbally and I see it physically, by me not correcting you, that is called acquiescent. And if you are acquiescent according to law and to the universe, you are admitting your guilt because you did not stand up and disagree with what was being stated against you. So please know that I am your sister. I love everybody. You know, I'm peaceful. I'm silly, but I don't play with certain contracts. You're not going to make me your queen. You're not going to make my children your kids, and you're not going to make us black. Peace, y'all. Peace, Tremaine. Islam, sister. So, you know, I'm not going to tax you all time too long. I just want us to be aware that in dealing with Kimbria, I am a Moabitiss. You can call me an empress. You can call me a matriarch. You can call me a goddess. Just don't call me a queen. I would not answer to that. I do not accept that. And my sisters should just look a little bit further into the word queen themselves. And I'm quite sure that once they learned and saw the history behind it, they wouldn't want to accept that title too. Because the true title that we hold is way more higher than that of a queen. You know, so let's just be conscious of that, you know. And also, I noticed that some people keep getting mad at me because I correct them on the word black. I already spoke on black, but to those who don't know, just respect the fact. Like, that's just what we have to get back to as people. We are so busy trying to combat and prove that we know something over someone else that we throw respect all out the window. Like, if you call me queen and I tell you that I don't want to be addressed as queen, I should not have to give you no reason at all as to why I don't want to be addressed as that. Just the simple fact that I said I don't want to be addressed as that should be enough for you not to address me as that. You know, so maybe we should just start checking our egos. You know, if you told me that you didn't want to be called Moor, I would not call you a Moor, even if I knew in my head you were a Moor. I would respect your boundaries. So your sister man is just asking for a little bit of respect from you all, a little bit of understanding, a little bit of cooperation, because trust and believe, if I addressed you in a manner that you did not want to be addressed as, I would not continue to do that. And because you have not taken the time to fully research what the word queen means, it does not mean that I have not taken the time. So if you are okay with being called that, that's fine. That does not mean that I am okay with being called that. Queen is not me. Queen is not you, really, to be quite honest. But hey, whatever floats your boat or find your lost remote, do it. But I'm just going to end it with that. I love y'all. I'm getting a call, as y'all can see. It's my friend Mia. Hey, Mia, I'm about to answer for you. Peace and love, y'all.